Do you know what I've always wondered? What like women do?
Thank you.
So what's
hobbies?
your passion? Yeah, like what do you like doing?
What's your go-to?
I have my own thing. I have anime. I watch anime
Okay,
every
I'm
week.
gonna give you anime. Yeah, what anime?
One Piece.
I'm gonna give you a boxing anime. You must know
Oh,
it.
go on.
It's Hajime no Ippo.
I've heard of that,
It's good, you know.
Oh, there's a football one, I should have got you onto that. The football one.
What's it called?
Oh, Blue Lock or something like that. I can't remember what it's called, but I'll find it. But it's a football anime. You'd actually be good to watch that.
Football. Like I kind of half rock with anime a little bit, but it's a little bit childish. But I get it.
No. Don't do that. Well, listen. Hold on. Because I'm gonna get really angry now because
I agree with you. I feel like anime is like
You're watching cartoons. Let's just
it's
be honest.
Cartoon Network for adults. You saw me.
no.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Couldbetruepod podcast, and I'm joined by my co-host.
Hi, Naz.
Yeah.
Up in the building.
You're wondering about this angle. Angle's a bit different today. I had to have another guest, the one and only.
Second guest
Second
of
guest.
the year.
Second guest.
Yeah.
Seen him on Filthy. Seen him on the Half Cast podcast.
Oh.
He went viral a couple years ago about you man go first, I'll go first.
He's been going viral.
That's the national treasure. That one there is the national treasure. That is too funny. The one and only Savage Dan.
Hey, come on. Listen, thank you for having me, man.
Come on.
How you guys doing with the name change, man? I came here last week. It was just like boom, something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel I like this name change now. I like it more.
Do you know what it is? The last guest that we had, Deji, he was like, there's two of you. Why is it only Hinks's name on there? He asked me to change it initially, didn't
Yeah.
he? But I was just like, I don't want to.
I hear it though.
What do you
I
mean?
hear it. I think it makes sense. The brand change.
Yeah.
It makes
And
sense.
it came at the right time. It came early in our podcast life, not too further on. But bro, listen, big fight last weekend.
Yeah, massive fight.
Feel like me personally, this is the best fight since Dubois Joshua.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sick.
It lived up to the hype.
Yeah.
It delivered.
It was like wrestling, man.
Yeah.
It was like I knew it was gonna be a good fight. I didn't think it would be that good. And to be fair, yeah, I'm not I've probably got a slightly different view on it because I worked it. So I didn't go there as a fan to enjoy it. Obviously I still enjoyed it. But when, like, for example, I thought it was sick, but I didn't think it was like best thing I've seen in ages. Whereas I came out and I saw like the echo chamber on Twitter and people phoning me and that saying, bro, it's one of the best fights I've ever seen in my life. And I was like, oh, like it was better. I haven't watched it back yet either, so I'm not sure. That must have looked good on TV.
It did.
It must have.
But you know
Was
what?
you live? Was you there live?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
how was that?
I work with fighters all the time. Every fight you'll talk about in the last few years, I'll be there.
Oh,
Yeah. So like
yeah.
I do a lot of the media. I do the media for boxer. Chris Eubank is a boxer fighter.
Okay.
So I was there from Tuesday of fight week. Oh yeah, I just did the whole. I worked the whole fight basically.
Yeah, Box is a company. So when you hear Boxer,
Yeah, BOXXER.
Yeah.
Okay.
the company's called
Yeah.
Boxer. So it works for Boxer.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
So
You can-
basically, we were the A side of that fight. We were Chris Eubank Jr. We
Okay.
represent Chris Eubank Jr.
Did you get to meet his dad?
Do you know what? I've met his dad before, but I didn't see him on that night. I saw him, but like, you wouldn't believe how chaotic backstage is and how much goes into the making of these fights and where things have to be. And there's a lot of cogs that make up a fight night. So you can be, and especially in an arena like that, a stadium like that, you can miss people. All someone has to be is on the other side of the ring or on the other side of, like, it's a stadium.
Yeah.
And you'll miss them kind of thing. I saw him on the screen. I knew he was coming probably around 30 minutes before everyone else.
Okay.
But that was like WWE.
But it made sense for him to come up because this is a rivalry from like their fathers fought like 20
Yeah.
years ago. So now their sons are fighting now.
But all I know is that they weren't talking for like a while, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was the egg situation?
It was big. It's bigger than that. It's like it was from before then. They weren't talking for years apparently. And they're just, you know, like just they just drifted away from each other. They were obviously Batty and Bench at one point in their careers.
That sounds pause, man. That sounds
That
crazy.
does, but I think you're allowed to say it. Batty and bench.
Crazy, because they're dad and son. Like, that
Yeah, but Batty and bench is always like, nah, man. I think I'll pass that on VAR.
I haven't heard that.
Have you never heard Batty and bench?
I haven't heard that Batty and bench before.
You've never heard of that before?
I've heard it a while back, but it's been the first one.
They was everywhere together. Obviously, you see Eubank Junior, you see
Yeah.
Eubank Senior.
But you know Eubank Junior. I feel like with him, he lived off his dad's success a bit too much because like there was no hunger. I feel like not other boxers hunger to like I need to make a son of my son. This is my living sort of thing.
Yeah.
So I have to do well in this sport. Whereas I feel like him, is like if I don't do well, I'm okay because of like his dad's name. Do you know what I mean? Cause I feel like if you look at his track record, I don't see him no title fights too much.
Bro, you're seeing him in big fights though.
Liam Smith, was it Liam Smith before?
Yeah.
That was in title fight.
It's not a title fight, but he's always in big ones.
Okay.
George Grove's a big one. Arthur Abraham a big one. Billy Joe Jordan's a big one. Like he's in big fights. Yeah, he might not be the best middleweight in the world.
Yeah.
But he is almost one of the best. He's almost the best middleweight in the world. Like I personally think he could have won a world title if, like, obviously he went with this fight instead. But if he fought Erasandi Lara, he would have beat him, I think, and been a world champion. So there's big fights and then there's world title fights. They're not always joined together.
But hopefully his next fight is a title fight because like that 33 now.
35.
Oh, 35. So I feel like he's
35.
Yeah.
Oh,
even
wow.
Conor Benn's like 30. I was shocked.
Yeah.
I was shocked by that.
I
thought he was a bit younger than
Conor,
that.
I think Conor might be 28.
Late 20s. Yeah. But bro, like I feel like in regards to boxing with AJ, I feel like you remember I had to done a rebuild for him post the usage. I had a rebuild for him like two. He fought Ngannou, he fought another guy, and now he fought Dubois.
Yeah.
Oh, gee, I feel like with Dubois, he kind of underestimated how good he was.
I don't think people underestimate each other. I don't think AJ underestimated Dubois. There's a part of boxing that you need to be confident / delusional.
Yeah.
You're going into a fight with someone who will have some advantages over you, whether it's speed, experience, power, whatever it is. So everyone has something on someone, even if it's just timing or luck or attitude, hunger. There's something that you can draw, and there's so many ways you can win or lose a fight. I don't think he underestimated him. I think he knew this is a young, hungry Don, but Dubois has got a good jab.
Very good jab.
He hits mad hard, and he's not a thinking fighter. And those things just make someone so instinctive. When he came out, and sometimes it's about how good of a start you have. He came out and he had a really good start. There was no feeling out process. AJ tried to come out and maybe have a bit of a look and see how Dubois approaches the fight. It's a 12-round fight. You got 36 minutes of this, so he's maybe thinking it's going to start off pretty slowish. Dubois said, "Nah, we're already in round 3." Like he just came out firing, and sometimes that can win your fight, sometimes that can lose your fight. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's weird. I don't think he underestimated him though.
Because I'm a big AJ fan in it, so like I've been watching since 02 days, since like Chris Martin, Dylan White days. So like when he fought Dubois, and I saw the press conference, and I was like, oh, I feel like from what I was watching, I'm like, Joshua feels like Dubois like. I'm better than him. He's like, I'm more experienced than you, so I've got this in the bag. Then when he went down in, I think, the first round, I was like, long day. Because like, how he could see him here, when he goes down like, see Eubank in the Eubank fight and Ben fight, Conor hit him once and he staggered just a bit, but he recovered.
Yeah.
When AJ he gets hit, it doesn't recover.
It's 18 stoners, man.
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah.
It's different. You're getting hit by an 18 stone, probably bigger than that, Dubois truck.
Yeah.
And a puncher at that weight. And then you got a 12 stoner. Like, it's not the same.
I don't know what you guys are talking about, but I do have a question.
Yeah.
I'm literally just sitting here like, yeah. But I do have a question. So obviously I used to watch AJ. I only watch boxing when it's like big fights. So
fights.
Fury, AJ, that's the only two that I can name at the top of my head right now. But AJ keeps losing recently, and it's like...
It's not that... it's easy. If you watch all his fights, you'll realise he's not losing recently, but he's at that... You know what? You see, like, when they're on the way up, they beat everyone they're supposed to beat.
Yeah.
And then they hit somebody.
And then you have to start taking some real dangerous fights. And sometimes you're taking those on the way up like that anyway. And you're still beating them. Oh, this is a test. Let's see the test. Oh, he passed the test, flying colours. And then you have a test that maybe a fight you were supposed to win and he lost. So I was there when he lost to Ruiz.
Okay, yeah. I saw
And that was the beginning of. But do you know what? Every cloud, I won't say has a silver line. No one wants to lose a fight. But that fight, that loss to Ruiz, made him bigger, and it brought Saudi into play. Immediately after that, the second fight was in Saudi.
So this leads to my next question.
Yeah.
What is with him and Fury? Because Fury's been calling him out. That's all I know.
Yeah.
That he's been calling him out. Let's fight.
been
And the
calling each
other
other
guy,
out
for years
there's another
now.
guy. There's a black guy from like America.
Deontay Wilder.
Yeah, Deontay
Yeah.
Wilder. Why is he not? What's going on?
Who, AJ? You think
Yeah.
it's AJ's fault? Nah, man. It's the politics of the sport. The fighters will fight each other. You have fighters that are with all three of those are with different promotional companies and different TV networks.
Yeah.
This is more complicated than just let's fight.
Uh-huh.
Way more complicated. And a fighter might be like, yeah, let's do it. But then it might not make sense based on anything, timing, what networks,
The percentages,
percentages,
Yeah.
money.
a
Everyone.
lot of
You're
politics.
talking now about 3 big dogs who are all like they all think they're the guy.
Yeah.
So someone's got to give somewhere. And you're like, nah, I've got these belts. No, I've got those belts. No, I'm the biggest draw. I sell stadiums everywhere I go. No one's coming to watch you. They're coming to watch me. And when it gets like that, it becomes a bit of a standoff.
And that's also, it's very petty as well. Like even like entrance, like who walks out first.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
you're joking.
Yeah, of
that's
course. Is
petty.
it Joshua versus Fury, or is it Fury versus Joshua? These are things.
it's
These
petty.
are little wins.
Yeah.
I'm
1%.
not surprised. It's men. You lot's ego gets ahead of you sometimes.
It's worse in women's boxing.
Oh, you had to.
No, it's not.
You had to put that in there.
But you know, like I feel like the big problem with boxing, there's so many like companies, like different like companies involved.
Yeah.
Like UFC, one company, UFC, that's it. So any fight can happen. Whereas like there's so many people involved that like it never happened. That's why like the Manny Pacquiao Mayweather fight took so long. And when it happened, it was like the showroom and then another room came together to make one channel. That's when I clocked you. There's too many heads
so
involved.
this is what's happening now at the moment. Where you've got Turki Al-Sheikh who's coming and he's like basically bought rights to fights. He buys the fights. He completely wipes everyone out money wise, and he says, "This is how much I want to make this fight." He'll go above everyone's heads and be like, "I'm gonna phone you directly. What do you want?" You'll have a number in your head. It might be an extreme number, but not to him. You say the number, it's as good as done. He'll phone the other guy. Why hasn't this been made for 5 years? I want to make it. What do you want? All right, that's what you want. Let's do it. Here's the pot of gold. You lot figure it out. That's what he does, and that's why we're getting all these big fights now, because they are. I'm not saying overpriced, but there is someone there who has got all the money, who can say to you lot figure it out. I've got the money. I'm buying this. So you can both have it. He'll put it on Sky and on DAZN. And so it's one of those ones where there are half of those arguments, half of those money talks, and even half of the ego parts go out the window, because all of a sudden you're just like, you lots, these opportunities won't be here for too long.
Yeah.
Let's not mess up a good thing here. Let's grab the bag. This isn't a short career. It's not an easy career. You may as well cash in.
Yeah.
Might as well hit top bins.
That's it. Yeah, that's a different sport.
Yeah, no, it's
But
football. I learned some
You know what?
lingo.
I read that. No, but, in regards to Riyadh season, like hopefully this year we get. I told him the other day, like agents fight someone big. I don't care for like okay, he lost to Dubai,
Right.
he can't rebuild.
I personally think, hot take, it will be Fury, AJ next.
Yeah.
That would
this
be
year,
amazing
not
to
next year.
watch.
This year.
Yeah, what
You think?
In April.
This year?
April.
Yeah, we're in April now.
Yeah, I would go September.
Yeah, Wembley. It has to be Wembley because the Riyadh season's on the.
But then there's other big fights also happening at the same time. So you have July 19th. That's Usyk, the Bar 2 again. So like, basically, you can only have super fights so near to each other because you're asking people to pay £25 to buy a pay-per-view, or to pay £100, whatever it is. We had tickets going for £2,200 for Eubank Ben the other day. So you can't. The economy will only let you put on so many big fights a year. So as much as you want it, it has to make sense. Like in every single sense of it. It's not just he wants to fight him. We'd be like, hold on, we can't do that in the middle of a month, for example. That is a consideration. We can't do that on the 20th of a month because no one's been paid yet.
Yeah.
And we can't do, and certain things definitely come into play when you're working out where and how and when you put these massive fights on.
So like even like, so where did Deontay come into play now? Because Deontay's coming back this next couple months has a comeback fight.
Yeah.
So he needs to get in the mix as well. I know, even though he's been found out now, he needs to get in the mix now because it's still a big. It's still caused big attraction.
He's had a couple big losses. I guess it's look. These lot, all these names you're naming, they are already rich. They're already set for life. They're already good. Sometimes you question like a fighter's motivation. But why are you back? Is it just because that is a good price, or is it because you're actually still hungry and etc. Like, do you know Callum Smith and Joshua Buatsi?
Yeah.
So we watched that fight. Obviously, we watched that at 5 p.m. That's the first card on the bill in Saudi. That fight could have headlined anywhere in the country.
Facts.
Yeah,
because
top fight.
That lineup was very stacked.
Exactly.
That thing, yeah.
Exactly. But I say this like I and everybody else was thinking, we think Joshua Buatsi beats Callum Smith because we're not sure why Callum Smith's coming back. Is it just the money? Because that will get you beat. Whereas if you're coming back and it's because I needed that time off and I need another kick on. I need to push on. Like I want this. Then you get a different performance. You get a different. That Callum Smith wants it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to do that. That battle was ferocious. So, if Deontay Wilder comes back and it's not because of money, it's just because actually I've got a new lease of life. Let's go again. Then I'm all for the comeback, man. And even if it's for the bag, I'm all for the comeback.
I feel like cause after some age, like when AJ lost, and after everyone turned against him, low key, feel like I'm just here to make the money now. So he said openly that I want to make the money now. They're
prize fighters. They're prize fighters.
Because they're like, listen, I won everything. He's won it. He became the two-time world champion. Yeah, he done what he can do. He made it relevant again. Because personally, boxing for me, it was like Amir Khan, Ricky Hatton, Mayweather, a big gap.
Yeah,
for me,
it needed a hero. And he came at the perfect time. He kind of saved boxing.
He did,
because it was. I won't say it was in a mad place, but it wasn't in the greatest place. Boxing for me is like this country's second sport.
Yeah.
After football.
Yeah.
And it's like everyone's always. It's a casual kind of sport, and any kind of fight will be that. Even if you're in a barbershop getting your haircut, if there's a fight outside, everyone is outside.
Exactly, yeah.
Waiting to see the conclusion. It's just the primal instinct in humans. Like a fight is something you'll always watch. So yeah, like I think AJ will come back, and he always finds a way back. That losses are a thing, but like he built himself back up. Like he had a couple wins.
But look at who he fought though.
Yeah, and listen, there is a massive part of this where, remember, it's boxing, it's physical, but it's psychological.
Yeah.
So for example, if I get knocked out against someone, I might be thinking, it could go one or two ways. I either I need this get back, but also, has my confidence taken a shot? In which case, I might need to fight him and him just to get back to feeling like the monster again before I face him. Yeah. And sometimes it's that, and it's clever. You have to work it out with your team and the people that know you best. They'll know. Like for example, when he lost to Ruiz, he fought Ruiz straight away because that was a flash in a pan moment, and he thought that won't happen again. I can beat him. I will beat him. And he fought a different fight, and we got a different AJ after that. But he beat him.
Yeah.
Usyk, I'm not sure if anyone can figure out that puzzle.
No,
I'm totally honest.
I don't think they can.
But he gave it a go, immediate rematch. Lost 2 on the bounce, and everyone's thinking, "Oh, you're finished." You're not finished. That loss is actually aged quite well because Usyk's beat everyone. He's like, there is no beating him.
Convincingly.
He's too clever. Like by the time you figure out how to beat him, it's like you're back in the changing room.
But the Dubois fight, that was a very controversial win for him. Do you know what I mean?
One?
The Dubois against Usyk.
All right, yeah.
That was very it was below the belt, was it on the belly? And we all knew it was either on the belly or on the belt.
It's one of those ones where everyone's got a case in it because the navel is considered
below the belt.
Below the belt, although that is the line in it. But obviously the fist is far, and with a glove on it is far bigger than the navel. So if you're on the navel, you're below it and you're above it.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question? Can I ask a question? Why do they hug each other a lot?
Because it gets tiring. What do you mean?
I wouldn't call it hugging.
It's when you get close. All right. So for example,
sometimes I see their head on each other's shoulders.
Yeah, because
it looks like they're in
when
love,
you're fighting each other. If you miss a punch, but your momentum's taking you in, you get close, so you stay there. So it's like
because they just get tired.
Yeah, just catch a breather.
Sometimes it's a tactic.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is a case of I'm actually like physically strong. Let me actually get close. like shove them around, move my shoulders a little bit.
That's one thing about boxing that I never got.
The
hugging
sometimes
part.
you don't get a nice sanitized fight
Clean
where everyone
fight,
is like bam
Yeah.
bam, and when you do, people don't appreciate those either because they're too clean.
One thing that you know, the one that he was talking about, what's his name? Sorry, I don't know names. No, the ones that just happened this Saturday.
Conor
Conor
Benn
Benn
you
thing,
back.
Yeah, I saw clips on it on TikTok. They were going
At it.
Slugfest. Yeah.
That's how I want boxing to be.
Is that how you let? You see, for me, yeah, I like a bit of that and a bit of
technique.
not just technique, because there's so much technique in what they're
Yeah.
doing, but I need it to look smooth as well, not look like to look effortless.
Yeah.
I get what you mean.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I get what you mean. Yeah. Because I've seen some that I like that.
It just looks mad smooth. Bam, 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 bam. Ben Whittaker.
I watch it more just because it just looks entertaining.
Yeah.
I'm not counting. I just know that obviously when they're above here, they get a point for every punch and stuff like that. But I'm not counting.
It's the hardest. And for me, it's the hardest sport in the world.
Yeah.
Easy.
But you do boxing, right?
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit more about that.
About what?
I don't know.
Have you got
You
fight
don't wanna
coming
talk
up?
about it?
Yeah, potentially. Like obviously, there's not much I can say, but I'm in training.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Someone is gonna get some hands. And yeah.
Okay.
So I haven't got like a date that I can tell everyone, but we're looking at summer,
Okay.
which is almost here.
Yeah.
What made you get into boxing?
I was always in boxing from like young.
Okay.
It was probably Floyd Mayweather. In fact, my guy actually, Dion, he was a fighter. And he's probably the reason I ever went into a boxing gym rather than just watch it on a TV as a fan. Like, everyone likes boxing innit? When it's a good fight, when it's a big fight.
Yeah.
But yeah, I boxed a bit when I was younger. Then life happens. You got kids and life just says, yeah, no, go this way, and I went that way. But I still ended up in boxing, but working on the media side. And then that's still what I do to this day.
That's one thing about life, though, that we were speaking about this before, innit? Where life takes you on a journey, and then whatever you learn during that journey, it helps you later down the line. Like 100%. It puts you where you need to be, regardless, if that makes sense.
Facts.
Yeah. So you being in the media during that time, you've made connections. So
yeah, but
now that
you need those connections, really. But because anyone, like literally anyone, can go to a gym, put on gloves, and learn to fight.
Yeah.
It is a pretty harsh, horrible learning curve.
Yep.
But it is doable for pretty much anyone. We've all seen those videos where someone puts up like the thing of like 1 year later, when the first time they ever put on gloves, and they look atrocious, like, oh my gosh. And then you see the clip of them a year on, and now they look like pros. Practice makes perfect. There is no one, in my opinion, that is born a fighter. It's easy to make up the ground on people, though. You just train. You out train people, you'll get better and better and better. Anyone can go and fight.
Okay, so this leads me to my next question, because you're known for just talking about football.
Yeah.
You know, so what made you not be a footballer? Did you have like a knee injury? What happened?
Do you know what? I could still be, and I could have been one.
Nah.
No. Yeah, it was
Still.
cool. Do you know I got an offer like 2.5 years ago? But it's for like a League 2 team.
Okay.
What's that? What's League 2?
League
It's
2
like
is
below
like-
League 1.
Yes, the one below League 1.
Yeah.
But but League 1 is not what you think it is. It's not the Premier League.
Oh, okay.
No, it goes Premier League, Championship, League 1, League 2.
And then League 1.
Yes, and League 2. But that's where
Damn.
there are leagues. It's the league. It's the football leagues. But you're considered a pro, obviously.
No, so thank God you're telling me, because if I ever meet any footballers, you can't lie to me now. I know the league.
Yeah, but they are footballers. Just because you're not dating the absolute top of the pyramid.
But if I was gonna date a footballer, I'd rather date a Premier League footballer.
You might not, you know. You might not.
mean,
You might not rather that. To
I'd
be honest.
rather.
I hear it.
Rather.
On a mind games, kind of like.
No, footballers speaking to footballers, anyways, in general, that's a whole nother situation.
Footballers are footballers. You get it? Like they're adored by 60,000 people every time they step on a pitch, and everyone is like. You know what I'm saying?
They're weird.
Nah, man, footballers are good stuff.
I've met a couple footballers, and they don't have any like.
Je ne sais quoi, but you meet enough people
Not
that
je ne sais quoi. Do you know what? Yeah, maybe that's the right word. And also, I think because they're so used to getting everything patterned for them, they don't know how to pattern it themselves. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it depends. That sounds like a Premier League footballer to me, though.
They don't know
Whereas
how to
a League One, a League Two, they still have to live a very normal-ish life, innit? But they're athletes, and I've seen people go up through 1, 2, 1 championship. I've seen it, and you see the other way. Like football is just like a revolving door. You just one in, one out. It's just it's crazy.
Yeah.
Bottom line, I didn't, because I would have lost money. It would have been fun to say I'm a professional footballer,
Okay.
but I would have lost money.
Why would you have lost money?
Because the wages aren't massive. I think it was like 1,100 a week or something like that. So, and I would have had to move up north.
1,100 a week.
Yeah.
Like £4,000 a month. Yeah.
That's decent though.
Not for a footballer that you're talking about.
Okay, let me ask you a question, yeah. How much would you want to get a month for the rest of your life to make you feel comfortable? Like, you feel, this is nice.
That number changes, because I remember being young and being like, oh, like 10 grand a month, I'm good.
Okay.
And then what happens with 10 grand a month is like, 5's gone already. Or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So then you're just like, 15. 20. I don't know what that number is. I actually don't know what that number is. Because like, the thing is with the money game, there is no end to it.
You lot crazy, because I asked him the same question.
Yeah.
Guess how much he said?
How many?
I said 20.
Yeah.
That's insane.
But 20 seems
makes sense.
For me, I think 20.
For life as well.
Yeah. I think 20 makes sense to me.
Crazy to me. Do you know what mine was?
What?
5K.
No, man, you gotta
A
dream
month.
bigger.
Thank you.
You gotta dream
Do you know,
bigger.
no, but I said this to him, yeah. I feel like with me, I'm not greedy. You two are greedy.
You said comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and it's
but
not greedy.
5K would be comfortable. I could get my 1-bedroom apartment, comfy little nice bedroom apartment.
Where?
Anywhere in London, realistically, if I want to.
Let's wipe off 2 grand there then.
Okay,
yeah?
2 grand, there we go. I've still got 3 grand,
Yeah.
and that's what? Food, travel.
Yeah,
clothes.
I'm not saying that's not comfortable.
That's
but I'm saying
comfortable.
you ain't got kids yet.
Yeah.
But I was thinking,
He doesn't have
20K.
kids.
Yeah,
He doesn't
but
have
you know
kids.
comfortable. When you say comfortable, I almost imagine like I'm in sunglasses on a yacht.
And you still have money left
No,
over.
that's not comfortable. That is
That's
beyond
like-
my means.
yeah, that's like 100.
That's
That is
like,
beyond my means. Yeah,
that's like, I never have
but
to work
I find
ever
that's
again.
quite comfortable to get it. That's quite comfortable.
So what's your monthly for you to be comfortable? Like, what's your number?
I would have said 20.
20K, yeah.
And she said to me, I'm greedy because I said, I'm not going to buy designer.
No, but you're both right, because I agree with you that it would be 20. Like, what's the comfortable amount where you don't have to worry about anything, you can kind of do, but then it is living beyond your means, because I'm saying comfortable because I want to be able to like do anything on any decision. I don't want to be on my 2 grand and be like, oh, someone says, yo, what, quick one, Tulum.
But hear
I'm
me
like,
out.
in
Sorry,
2 months.
go on. But hear me out, yeah. This is why I said it's greed.
It is
Because realistically, if you had like 5K to 10K a month, if you really wanted that comfortability, you could have just saved the money.
No, you're right.
and then
But
for the next
there's a
month.
big disparity there between that 5K and that 10K. You said it like one wasn't double the other.
But if you really wanted to, you could save.
of
Like
course you
I could,
can.
if I want to go all out next month.
But saving
save that.
and comfortable, they don't really live in the same spot. Like it's a weird answer to a weird kind of question. Comfortable. When I think of comfortable, I think of like I don't have to even think much about money.
So
but then in what you're saying, 5 grand would probably do it. Not for me.
For me, yeah.
Because 5 grand and the studio's closed.
Yeah.
Essentially. You know what I'm saying? Like, it depends on what your outgoings are.
Yes,
But
yeah.
if you're talking spare money, play money, you probably only need a couple grand a month. Like,
So that's-
Thank you. That's my point.
Yeah.
Literally. Otherwise, you're going to be on a yacht every single month, and is that realistic? No, it's not.
no, but it's comfortable.
My comfortable is like if you book all inclusive, and you come out to London, you're still comfortable. You still got money left. You still got a couple thousands left
My
over.
5K would
Do you know what I
handle
mean?
that though.
And plus, I said to my money's bigger than me. I'm gonna help my family, my friends, not just myself. I'm not.
Do you know what
doing
it is? It's like, you know what it's like now. You go to the shop to buy water and milk. You've spent £6, and you're like, how is that £6? Like how can these 3 items be £6?
Do you know how much this was?
Where'd you get it from?
I got it from Tesco, but I can't lie.
Tesco,
I was in.
what's that, 110?
No.
What's that? 150.
It depends.
It's more. The bigger ones even is less than that.
No. Do you know what I realised? It depends on what area you're in. So I was in Great Portland Street. That place is bougie. I never deeped that.
225 and that.
Yes.
Yeah. So what? Prices vary in different areas.
Yes,
Yeah, but I'm saying the
100%.
big one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the big one
Yeah.
will be like £1.10.
What are you talking about? I can get like a big bottle from Tesco from my house for like 95p.
Yeah.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
So it varies, but
That's what I mean. Like, what something was 5 years ago isn't what it is now, price wise.
Yeah.
Like that £5,000 you're talking about might have been
it
a
won't be
decent number a
enough.
few years ago,
Yeah.
before COVID.
hold on.
Exactly,
hold on.
before COVID, yeah.
This is
Not now.
This is off script, yeah. But I want to ask you guys, how much was your pocket money growing up?
I don't know if I got pocket money.
Same.
you know.
I didn't get pocket money.
You didn't
I
get pocket
definitely don't
money?
remember a number.
Damn.
I didn't get
What's a good appropriate amount? Because I'm now having to get to that point with my kids where it's like pocket money.
No, with your kids, you have to give them £10 a week, I think.
£10 a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you get money from the government
old
as
are
a
your kids?
parent. What are you talking
9
about?
and 6. I can't give you £10.
Okay, no, not
and I've got
9,
another
yeah.
one that he can't get pocket money yet. He's too young. But I'm saying, like,
Okay, maybe
£5 and £10.
£4.
I feel like you gotta have £5 a week. That's £20 a month. Where are
Yeah.
you spending this money?
Yeah, kids.
But where are you spending it?
Toys.
Toys.
Yeah, toys. They might buy toys. They might buy drinks, food, like snacks.
Do you know what? I do like your thinking. Maybe it should be £10 a month. There's only
No.
two of
If
them.
they're under 10,
no. Sorry, £10 a week.
If they're under 10, £5.
They're both under 10.
Yeah, £5 each.
Yeah, but I might do it on a deductory kind of thing where I'd be like, all right, cool. This is on a Monday. This is what you're starting with, providing you do this, that. Providing you earn it on a you got good listening. You're not getting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And every time it's like, all right, cool. That's £1 gone. Now you're on 9.
It's a bit
And now,
manipulative.
it's 100%. But you have to manipulate it. You have to.
Yeah.
You have to. They're kids.
Oh.
You have to. If you can't just like, I don't think you can just get a kid to behave.
Yeah, it's true.
There has to be
It's
incentive
true.
involved.
Yeah.
It has to be.
There has to be
But I
incentive
think
involved.
£5 is decent. But when they grow older, when they're in like
But
teenage
5,
years,
I know my son. 5, he'll end up every week with no money.
But
If I
was it-
deduct a pound every
'cause he's
time
naughty.
he's moving mad, he'll
Then
end up with
you
a
save-
It doesn't
You
value
save
money.
money.
It has to be something else then.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna
Yeah.
start with 10. I'm gonna start with 10
Ooh.
just to give him some wiggle room. Maybe he'll end up
Okay.
with £5.
Yeah.
Does it
Okay.
care about-
Yeah.
Does it care about money though? Does it care about money though? He might be. If he said.
No, he does because
yeah.
he's like on the spending money on FIFA and
Okay.
And like
Okay.
Fortnite and stuff.
Fortnite.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But I'm telling you, when they get older, you have to up it. Only because
I'm
they'll
cooked when they're older.
they will get bullied.
Yeah, why?
People used to get bullied back in the day in my school if you
For
didn't
being
have
broke.
money. Yeah, if you're being broke, yeah.
I grew up around everyone being broke. There was
Yeah.
no like as in if you had £2, you was good.
Yeah.
I'm being deadly serious.
Yeah, but you gotta remember like the times that we're
Yeah, there's
living
no
in right
instant.
now.
Yeah, I know, but
There's
like,
Instagram, there's all of this.
my kids won't be like my kid. There's a part of me that always thinks I wish my kids would be able to like. Obviously, our job as parents is to make your kid's life as easy as it possibly can be within reason.
Yeah.
But there's a part like, for example, like as it stands, how I can see into the near distant future, my kids won't have to struggle money wise. But I think that can sometimes take a bit of fire out your belly.
Yeah.
It does.
I get what you mean.
When you're not growing up in council housing, when you're not growing up round struggle, I think you lose a little bit. You know what they say? Hard times make tough people.
Facts.
Tough people make easy times, and then easy times make soft people. Soft people make hard times.
So
Where's
would
this
you
going?
ever- Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
circle. yeah.
I have to go listen back.
Would you ever take them back home then? Like, but where you from?
My mum's from Botswana. My dad's from Jamaica.
So you're not taking to like Botswana, like just
Yeah.
like on like a reminder.
Like, no.
like, what could you-
My son is so well travelled. Like he has been to so many countries. He's 9. I think he's been to like 13 countries. Like I travel
lit.
with my kids. But sometimes I think you're not old enough to really know what you're seeing anyway.
Yeah.
It's just a holiday to them, and my kids are sympathetic. So and like if they see someone who's homeless, they want to give them money. If they're all of that, they know what they're seeing, but I don't think they get the magnitude of it because they are kids. I don't think.
But that's because you brought them up right. And
Yeah.
they one thing about kids, they notice a lot about their parents, and the way your mannerisms are, they're picking up on that, you know. 100%.
Because when I went back home to again, like 2008, we were renovating the house there, and in the meantime, I had a family staying there in the house. Then after, Mom said to me that when they get the house done, they have to move out because they're just staying there for free.
Oh,
we have to rent it out. I don't know, Mom, move out. Where are they going to move to? And then, Mom, that's not up to me. And this woman had like 2 kids, and she's taken from the streets to the home. Mom, like, they need to go because we need the house to be rented out. I was like, Mom, you can't do that. I was like, Mom, you actually can't do that. I was crying because it's actually like, how can you kick someone out? Like, but now as I get older, I understand that.
You understand that, like, sometimes if it's not them, then it's you. Essentially, do you see what I'm saying? Like,
you have to
can be as nice as you want, and you can let people. But how many times do you see that trickle down? And now you're broke. You've given everything away, and you've helped everyone. And then when you need help, there's no one there to help you. And sometimes it is a case of, like, it's either me or you. And I feel guilty certain times when I'm spending money really frivolously. I do it every day, and it's just like that could. It's only when I sit there and I think, I'm just like, I could have not spent that better, but someone else could have done that better. Do you know what I'm saying?
So like, you know how, it was back to that monthly question. I said to her, like, if you get rich and you get 20k a month, your lifestyle will just go up just naturally. For example, like, so I said the best example, like, for Anthony Joshua, he ain't using the same shampoo that we're using.
Obviously,
but she said that. They're not though. Like billionaires, they don't want to go to buy kitchen appliances. They won't go B&Q. They want to go somewhere else. So naturally, your lifestyle is going to go up, increase, because you never like class where you can have access to things. So at 20k, if at 20k, I'm not gonna be living where I live right now. I'm gonna be living somewhere nice, driving my lifestyle will change naturally.
100%.
See, I disagree. I can't lie. If I got rich, I will still be using the same damn shampoo. Yeah,
to a certain degree, but you know what they say about money? If it hasn't changed you haven't made enough. Like, and that is literally it. Like,
I think it's because
you will literally, like, I have had times where I've made loads of money. I've had times where it's not so good. I try and stay in a certain place. I'm still gonna go in a shop and I'm gonna get the Pinot water for 60p. That's better anyway. More than I get because sometimes I live in that broke mentality where it's just like, that's not worth it. I still want value in everything that I see. But sometimes there is a lot more value up there.
I think for me, it's not even about the broke mentality. For me, it's just more, I would rather spend, okay, let me explain my mentality. I'd rather spend like 90p for water. And then I would go and spend 10k on a holiday.
Of course.
It depends on my interest. That's what I was trying to explain to you. Like, I don't really care about designer.
That's the same difference though, you know?
Really?
You're just loading it up. You're just waiting, and then you're being really frivolous in 1 week. It's the same difference. Some people don't do the holiday thing, and they get the water that's £2 in the glass bottle, and they do that all year, but they don't really go mad. But then other people will kind of squirrel it away and live how they would normally live, and then they get on that plane. Bam! Machines are out. They are tapping away. They're going mad.
I'd rather spend on experiences.
It's how you want to spend. You see, I've never been one. I've got friends that buy crazy stuff.
Like what?
Like, I was never a jewelry man. Like, I love watches. Watches are my thing, and that's it. But I was never a jewelry man. But I've got friends that have spent like a lot of money on chains and jewelry and whatever it is, and all I've found out over the years is that people just like to spend their money differently. That's it.
And you have to accept that.
That's it.
You have to accept that.
And they won't spend here, and it don't always make sense. In fact, it barely ever makes sense, because why would you not buy the £18 duck salad, but you bought a 60 grand necklace?
Would you ever buy fake jewelry?
Nah, that's not deep.
Really?
Do you know what it is about jewelry? I never wore jewelry because I felt like it was too
flashy.
Not flashy.
I can
do flashy, but it's like you're saying to people to a certain degree, come get me.
Oh yeah, I get what you mean.
If that makes sense, like,
I get what you mean.
But then you're doing that with kind of everything, whether it's a car, whether it's a watch, whether it's a thing. But the chain, the bust down,
you can be
is
humble.
A symbol of.
You can be humble and rich.
No, I feel like chain is definitely.
Yeah, but the more rich you are, the more you downplay it after a while. You just wear corduroys, Gap top. What?
Nah, if I was rich, I would still be wearing just chilled shit.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
You'd never know. You'd never.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. I'm
Gap.
saying, Gap. As in like a £10 top.
Oh,
yeah, like
I thought you were saying designer stuff.
No.
Nothing.
Yeah, I'm talking about like you'd wear just normal ASOS, but like when you're on your way up, it's Louis and Gucci's.
Yeah.
They're about.
What would you do if you got rich today? Would you start wearing like proper designer stuff?
What's rich?
Like I don't know. Let's say the podcast blows up and then I don't know, you're making 10K a month.
That's not rich.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. It's not rich, but okay, you're making $1 million like every 3 months.
Yeah, there we go.
I will literally just get like I won't get a chain because you're right. It's too complicated.
You're now above that. You're making too much money for a chain.
I would get a small chain.
No, I wouldn't.
I
will get. I might get like 1 or 2 like designer watches and expensive watches like a Rolex or something. And I won't get this. I'll get 1 or 2 design like a Louis jacket. Yeah. But it won't be head to toe like.
It'll
Gucci
be understated.
Socks. Yeah. When I step out, I'll have like clothes to step out with. Yeah. If I'm going to studio, I'll come like depot ASOS.
100%. There's places for certain things. You know, like if you touch the buy, you actually can go and get everything that's a bit louder than usual. Yeah. You can just go for it because you're in a place where everyone's looking to be quite loud anyway. It kind of fits the aesthetics. And then but if you're in Jamaica, you better leave all of that at home.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So but it all depends. Like there's times and places like
even America though.
Yeah, but everywhere it's like you just wear what you wear wherever you wear. Like I wake up and I just put on shorts and Crocs and I'm out. That's me daily.
The funniest thing is he actually always wears shorts.
Yeah, if I'm wearing trousers, if I'm wearing jeans, because I have to be somewhere. Yeah, that's the only reason. Like where I can't get in without them. But I just prefer I like to roll around like a champ. It's not like I'm like on Insta putting up bare. Like if I was like one of those people that put up loads of pictures and it's just like, oh no, I've got to wear this job. I'll get a picture. I haven't posted for a year.
I thought that's a bit sad. There's some people like that. When they post the app on Insta, they come over again in public. That is crazy.
I don't get it. I will wear the same clothes 3 days in a row. I don't give a shit.
Like, but I
spent all these readies on this
Thank
stuff.
you.
Yeah.
To not wear it again. I suppose it's like I get why people are doing it because.
But the thing is that they're nobodies. They're not like big people that need to like wear
it's
one.
All right if it's
like.
I mean, I always say if like for women. It's a lot easier because I can't believe the prices that they get some of their stuff for, man.
Pretty little PLT, bro. I can't believe it.
First of all,
how can your whole drop be £7?
I can't believe it.
First of all,
Shocking.
Pretty Little Thing is cancelled. Have you not seen the rebrand?
No, was it?
So, pardon me, I'm gonna cough.
What a cute cough.
Yeah, man. What that for that?
No, it's coming. I swallowed it the wrong hole.
Oh.
Might have to keep that in.
What?
Keep that in.
Why would I keep that in?
Yeah, it should, yeah.
I'm dying right now. Do you not see this flipping... You don't see that tear? I'm dying. Oh my God. Oh, I almost died on the podcast. Okay. What was we talking about? Pretty Little Thing, right?
Yeah.
Cannot hear my voice. It changed. Shit. Right. Pretty Little Thing, they had a rebrand and... Somebody else talk. I might have to go.
I don't know anything about this Pretty Little Thing.
So basically, when I was dating a babe a couple of years ago, I thought let me buy something in it because I was whipped in it. God. I went in Pretty Little Thing, bro. I put like 5 things in the basket, bro. I was ready to spend £200, bro. It was like 50 quid.
Yeah, if
and it was a nice coat, leather jacket. Like a set.
You spent 50 quid.
It went up to 50 quid in the basket and 5 items. I was about to.
That's what I mean. That it's so amazing that women are able to like buy stuff for so cheap. Yeah. Whereas us, we can't even get a pair of jeans for that. Like, we're in 3 figures.
Yeah, you can. Boohoo Man. There's.
Oh ASOS. maybe. But I'm never a Boohoo man or a like. Maybe I should start. I got too much clothes already.
It's clean. I can't lie. It's very clean.
Boohoo is a hit and miss, you know, because sometimes they'll have a nice outfit there, yeah. But the design on it will ruin the whole outfit.
Do you know what it is as well? I'm one of those people where I prefer to look like a tramp or
you're flashy.
Not flashy, but
I'm not
looking to be out and you've got the same drop as me.
I get what you mean, yeah.
So like my stuff, if I'm out, you probably ain't got it.
You lot like to say that girls' clothing is cheap, yeah, but you guys got to remember the maintenance part of things. Do you know how much a girl's wig is? Like, it goes up to like 2K.
But do you know how much it
for a
costs?
good wig? Like, if nowadays as well, because what they're doing on like AliExpress and all these other vendors, what they're doing is they're putting synthetic hair into wigs. Like,
Is that a good thing?
No.
Oh.
Because there's synthetic hair and
What's
then there's
that?
natural hair.
What's synthetic hair?
So
Synthetic,
it's fake.
Okay.
Yeah. And then there's natural hair, as in like Pooja from India.
Okay.
What
Gets,
about horsehair? Is that still a thing?
I don't know about I hope not.
I don't know. I
don't
thought,
know.
I thought it was horsehair.
Back in the day, we used to call it horsehair.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, I didn't know. I don't know about all of that, but I just know about like Brazilian hair, like
Yeah,
which
okay,
is natural
yeah.
from the scalp of the person, where they're cutting it and then they're making it into the wig. But what they're doing now is they're putting fake hair into that as
Yeah.
well. They're mixing it together.
That's good, no? Does it
No,
make
it's
it
not.
cheaper?
No. It makes it cheaper, but let's say I buy a wig today, right? By 2 months' time, it's dead. As in, like, it's matting at the bottom. It just doesn't
You
look
can wear a
natural
wig
anymore.
for 2 months.
Not every day. Like, you have to take it off, put it back in, install it. But it would last me for 2 months where it looks fresh.
I can't lie to you. I know the maintenance stuff of being a woman, yeah, I feel that is a choice as well. Like, you don't have to wear a wig. You can just like love yourself and come out naturally.
Yeah.
'Cause I've
But
tried
maybe
that,
that's
yeah.
the pressures that you're talking about. Like,
Exactly.
The
Women
pressure-
have a lot of men think they have pressure on them, but women have pressure.
But
like, this is actually a good segment. Yeah, I'll give you a good. You see me look like this, and then you see me bust out. You've also seen me done, and when I've come here with like my wig done, lashes, everything. What looks better?
I wouldn't know. You said that, and I actually can't even picture you with everything
Wig.
on, wig and lashes. And see, me, I am the guy, I'm like probably the most frustrating person. Like, if someone says to me, well, like, or if my missus says to me, like, oh, like, you're not gonna say anything, I'm like, what is it? I'll just guess, like, hair. She's like, no. Like, it's always something else.
Yeah.
But
Like,
you
I
should
don't
know,
notice.
though.
I don't notice things.
You don't,
Oh.
yeah,
I'm
you
just a
don't.
guy.
Yeah.
I'm just a guy.
No, but I like this style more than the wig.
Yeah, but this is the thing. When
Yeah, and that's us as well.
Mm.
We prefer you.
Natural.
We don't want the birthday makeup.
The
Birthday makeup's meaty.
I've
G-
always hated birthday makeup. It doesn't
I
look
feel
the
like they do it on
best.
purpose because how are you every birthday the makeup is off? That one day is yours.
No,
it's
And that's
always
the one
off.
where it's a bit much.
Yeah, I'm like, you do it on purpose.
Why did you do that?
Yeah.
No.
They're like,
Hold
I
on.
look better. I'm just
Hold
like, oh
on,
my
hold
gosh.
on,
No, you
hold
don't.
on.
No, you
No,
can't
you
tell
don't.
them it's their birthday.
Hold on. It's not every girl.
I still like the picture. I'm like, that's what you get. That's what you get for looking at that. I don't like it. I just scroll past.
So you don't like your girl's picture on her birthday makeup? Don't like it?
Nah, I feel like you can do yourself better. You can do it better yourself.
You're better just
Nah,
straight out
you're-
of the gym. Just come out, straight out of the gym. Just normal.
My close friend, her girl birthday was the last year, right? Yeah. She done a birthday makeup thing as well, yeah. When I heard, I'm gonna get makeup done, I said, oh God, please, like, God, I know the outcome already. She travelled from east to north or wherever in London to get the makeup done, yeah. I said to no, don't show me now. I'll show you when I get to the restaurant, yeah. Because I can't lie. So when I got there, yeah, I said, you look nice, man. You look good, girl. More life,
So
more life.
you just lied though.
It's my birthday. I can't ruin a day. I can't say the makeup is dreadful. I can't say that. It's your day.
It's
I don't know about you, but I
overdone.
would.
It's just too much.
But so you're telling me every single girl that you've ever known in history, every time that she's got birthday makeup is shit?
The percentage is very high. I won't say every time. It's a high percentage of them when they put the makeup
I think
on.
it's above 75%.
Yes, I was thinking 80.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was thinking 80. Yeah.
We actually prefer you. We're not saying go out there and roll around on the floor and like look as bad as you can. That's not what we're saying. We're just saying we actually prefer women when they're not so done up. Like on just a normal Tuesday, like how she goes to Sainsbury's or whatever is usually how we like her more than what she
You know
on
what's
her
so
birthday.
crazy though? I actually get moved to more when I'm going to Tesco
It's not a
looking
coincidence.
dead.
It's not dead. That's what I'm saying.
Nah,
what-
to
it's not dead.
me, I look homeless.
Yeah, but that's because you lot are hypochondriacs, man.
Yeah. Gee, I told this the other day, like, when a guy moves to you and looking bummy, it's a compliment. It's a big flex.
I don't think it's
Like,
compliment.
for example, like, I wouldn't move to. I haven't got the confidence yet to move to a girl without a trim. Do you know what I mean? Like, when I walked for like 4 months, thinking for 4 months, my hair grew out mad. I couldn't approach it like that. You might give me change.
But you
Do you know what I mean?
I hear it. But do you know what? Like that is the attraction. If that's Because that is you 90% of the time. How many times are you really doled up to the nines going for it? Probably 5% of the time, if that.
True, yeah.
And also, the thing, when girls,
for me, yeah, definitely 5%.
And when girls get done up here, look nice here, unless you go out for another girl to get and you don't get moved to, they're full bad, you know.
Do you reckon?
Gee, like
no, but let's not do that because I go out looking sexy and I still don't get moved to.
Why?
Do you know what it is? Yeah, a lot of men say that I'm intimidated. I don't get it. I don't understand it. And also,
you got a screw face?
No. Do you know what's so crazy? I used to, and now when I go out, I'm like, I actually smile like I'm like, I had to. My boys were like, no, it's like you have to actually smile, and I do. I smile like guys, but still, no one approaches me.
Every girl has that same story, by the way.
Yeah.
No one.
No, listen, I'm telling you now. Yeah, you see when you're do you know? I'm gonna say. I was trying to be humble, but I'm leng.
Yeah.
Like I'm sexy, and I know I am. But you see when I go out,
energy. There you go. That's why. That is why though.
No,
For example,
it's not.
No. But I'm saying,
it's
you see
not.
that belief, that aura. Sometimes.
But I don't act like
It
that. I'm
goes to
very
their head.
humble.
No, it's not to their head. But I'm saying people can feel that. You know.
No,
They
but
can,
no.
so maybe.
Because I don't.
Maybe
act
you're
like
too
that,
buff.
though.
Nas,
maybe I am, you know. Maybe I am.
Maybe you know, like
You heard it here
sometimes I've
first.
seen it before where so much where a man will look at her and be like, she's loud, but she's so loud I can't move to her.
No, but
I've never had that issue. Obviously.
No, but when I go out though, like I know that I'm leng, but I don't project that because I'm the type of person that I'll be in the background. Am I not? I hide.
Yeah,
I'm like
yeah,
in the background.
yeah.
I'm not out.
Yeah,
Do
someone's
you
gotta
get? I'm
come
not
find
loud.
you
Somebody has
today,
to come and find me. But my whole point is, I just feel like you see, like the more lenga you get, the more you glow up, the more dry your phone is. Do you know how dry my phone is? It's all because people think because I'm pretty or whatnot. Basically every guy's onto me. My phone must be blowing up. That's why no one moves to me. Probably.
In the past, I've got stuff like people chat to better girls. I'm like, you're the first one this hour, darling. Calm down, like. Literally, like, you're literally the first one.
And if on a night out, that's decent odds.
And I can't see.
No one talks to me on a night out. I kid you not.
I feel like I said to them, they might be shy. They might be guys might be just shy.
Do you know what's the worst part
Yeah.
is? I went to a barbecue, this Sunday, right, with Renee. Everyone is chatting to her. Everyone's talking to her. No one is coming my way. Everyone is avoiding me.
Wait a second. Renee knows a lot of people that are there, right?
I invited her to the barbecue. She knows nobody.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's it as well. Maybe they know you well enough to know.
They don't know me. They don't know me. I only know the person that ran the barbecue.
I can't. You have to change the game plan. You have to now press them now.
Is Renee loud? Like is Renee life of the party? No.
I
don't even think you understand. I was the life of the party. I was getting everyone turned. I was doing the DJ. Everyone was loving me. But who got moved to? She did. No one ever chats to me.
You know what is? I don't think personally you're dropping breadcrumbs. You're not doing enough. Like it's not hard to do this. But are you lucky? You see when you lock eyes with someone who you might like, yeah. How long is that lock?
Like
because you
lock eyes and I smile and I'm like sometimes I even do like a little.
And they still don't have what it takes.
No, that's what I'm saying. Guys are shy.
Yeah.
This generation, guys are shy now. Do you know what I mean? So one time, when I looked at I looked at the woman here that by accident. I was looking at her friends, but now next to her friend was her. And she's looking at me, bro. I said, "You been looking behind me, darling, because I'm looking at your friend right now." Do you know what I mean?
You said it.
No, in my head. I was thinking it. Do you know what I mean?
Dan, do you know what makes it worse? I'll go to Mayfair, like I'll go Central, I'll go Tape, all these places, yeah. And these places are known for guys being hungry for girls, right?
Starving.
Listen, I will sit down in my little section. No one will talk to me the whole night. I'll have shisha, I'll have whatever I want. If I want a pizza, I got it. No one will talk to me.
Swear down you're in Tape and that as well.
Like once in a blue moon.
I ain't been Tape for ages.
Tape is lit.
Do you know what it is? I think maybe you need to get back in the streets.
Streets?
Yeah, I think you gotta take it back to basics. I think the Tape and all of that, that's like...
I'm not there all the time. I just said it. Calm down. I'm there all the time.
More barbecues is what I'm saying. What you need to do is...
I'm on barbecues.
We're getting into barbecue season now.
Do you want to make it even worse? Do you want to make the story even worse? Yeah, my girl, she came to the barbecue with me. She's got a date on Friday.
Of course.
She left me with a date. I left with no one. Nothing.
Did you want someone though? Did you even want it?
Yeah.
Answer's yeah.
Yeah.
No, the answer was actually no. But it would have been nice. I haven't been on a date in like 5 months. I can't lie to you.
Yeah, you might have to just go back into the black book and find someone. But I've got faith in you. But I think you're subconsciously making people not move to you. I'm not sure how. I haven't been there to like try this theory out myself.
Talk about football.
I feel like
you're not doing psychiatry on me right now.
That comment you made me say, I'm leng. That might play a factor though.
No, because sometimes you can feel it. You see the leng, you could still remember. There's top strikers out there, and the top striker is gonna see someone who thinks they're leng and be like, "You think you're too leng for me? I'm still moving to you." Like there's still an attempt on your life, but but at the moment it seems like no one even wants to shoot at you because they're so sure. They're sure of something. They're so sure that they might be barking up the wrong tree.
But this is why I want it to go back in the day, man, where guys had confidence to actually move to goals.
Surely they do. I haven't been out here for a minute, but surely they do.
I'm trying to get the benefit of that. I'm trying to say to the guys are maybe shy. But what if that you're not in a cup of tea and like you might be in the wrong environment?
I'm so sorry, but I'm everybody's cup of tea.
I hear it. You see this kind of confidence. I remember you remind me of a young me. You know that? You see this level of confidence. That's how I walk into places. You know.
Oh, I'm fucking dying.
No, but see me. My game plan when I go out to a day party, like I move to one babe, just to when you first go, you get that confidence.
Yeah,
like you can do like a little scream, and they can get confident. That,
but hold on, you're looking to score the goal early, or you just looking to get on the ball?
They're getting the ball.
Okay.
So after when I approach a babe and after I secure the number,
securing numbers early in the day. Early.
What do you mean?
That's risky.
Why is that risky?
Because you can end up with nothing. Because what happens is when you score so early, you get one, and you're 7 minutes in. A lot of football left to play.
Okay.
And as maybe the liquor touches you or whatever, you naturally drift into different spaces and you chat to that one. That one sees you chatting to that one. Then you just drift around, and all of a sudden you can end up having your goal disallowed.
Okay, but then what about if you had an injury in between or you got a red card, now you're off the pitch?
Then you weren't match fit to begin with. You shouldn't have been there.
Fair enough.
I like that. That's a good analogy. She's learning.
Can I actually ask you guys, so what do you guys prefer when you go out, like let's say when you go out to a day party and you move to a girl, right? Do you take her a little bit more seriously than when you move to a girl in a club?
That's one question for you. I don't move to gal.
Allegedly.
Big allegedly, I've got missus.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like when you move to go in a club, I feel like it doesn't carry much weight compared to the day party. I feel like the club setting's like the environment matters. Then again, it shouldn't matter. But me personally, like I feel like when I move to go on a day party, I might take it more seriously than I move to go on the club. Do you know what I mean? Because I just feel like just the environment matters.
Yeah, I think 3 a.m. moving to someone,
it's a bit crazy.
It's not crazy. I get it, but it's like that day party. It seems more relaxed.
Yes,
you got hours in there. The sun's out.
Yeah,
makes a huge difference. And then I just feel like you can have a normal combo and you can go. Like in a day party, you go to places where it's like it's not so loud and If you're in a dance, you're shouting in each other's ears.
Yeah, that's why. But I feel like also that the best place for me to women is like in public. When let's say you meet a baby at a bus stop on the station, that's more like
that's why it's easier authentic. For you.
I think that's harder.
Why?
I would think that would be harder to do because you need to. You're not in the same place for a long time.
Yeah.
You need to make this happen now. That is for stone cold killers. I know these people. I know the stone cold killers. Yeah, but I'm saying. Like, if you think you can just see someone who's loud and go talk to her right there and then, spark something out of absolutely nothing, you got some serious talent. And there's not.
But this is my thing. Yeah,
that's peak game though. That's peak.
Yeah,
game.
Obviously you still have to land it.
Yeah,
you still have to land it.
But I love the attempt though. The attempt was always.
No, this is my thing. Yeah, if I was a guy, I can't lie. I was saying this to him before, innit? I said to him, he saw some Lengos on the platform, and I was like, why didn't you move to him? Why didn't you move to them? And he was like, nah, I'm busy. I got work. I got to go to work. If I was a man, I would move to every single girl that I ever found.
No, you wouldn't.
Theory.
Every single day.
Theory.
You wouldn't. You actually wouldn't.
No, but realistically, if you think about it, if you did do that, then you know what works. You know what doesn't.
No, yeah. Obviously, you need to. Throughout your years, your adolescence, you got to work out how to do it.
Yeah.
But you can't just. Do you know what it is? Because you need still that fire in the belly. If you keep just everyone you see trying to chat to them,
I'll do it.
Before you know it, you are the most starving man in England. You've moved to everyone.
Yeah.
What's your problem?
Yeah, you're right. I didn't think about that one.
Yeah. Also, top 5 for this Premier League for this season. Top 5, I feel like is very, very all over the place.
Well, Liverpool, Arsenal. Then I'm gonna go. City, Newcastle, Chelsea.
Chelsea, what, 6?
No, 5th.
Is that in order?
That's in order. I think Chelsea nicked
But I
it.
swear Arsenal always loses or comes second.
They're already
second,
already
yeah.
guaranteed pretty much second.
Winter
City
third.
third, Newcastle 4th. I think we are gonna stop Forest because we've got them last day of the season. It's basically a 6-pointer.
Okay.
Who do you support?
Chelsea.
I feel like
it
needs to be a team that can win.
You got a tattoo of Chelsea?
Of course I do.
Where? Oh bloody! You got to show it to the. Oh, you said you showed
They
it.
probably saw it.
Wait.
You know, I feel like I'm not a big fan of these.
Just take a moment.
Arif.
No.
Take a moment.
Arif.
First of all, no, that's not why I'm laughing. I'm laughing at the comment section once he does that.
They've seen it. If they know me, they've seen it.
Yay. Go on, continue.
Do you know, I'm not a big fan of these small teams getting Champions League spot for like one season.
Yeah.
Because you're wasting the season.
Yeah, facts.
Because you haven't got
But Villa almost did a good job of it, you know?
Yeah.
Villa almost.
Because they got a good team and a coach.
Yeah.
Whereas Forest, I remember when Brighton in Europe and they flopped in the Prem. Like they haven't gone off depth.
Forest, even though I put them out of it, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt because they are one of the few teams in the world that have won Champions League twice. So, on a romance thing, I'm not even going to mug them off like that because they are and were European giants at one point. So, they might get back in it and mash works.
No, they won't because...
They won't, but they could.
Yeah.
And if they did, I would refer back to this video because... they are still Nottingham Forest. You see, like Juve can get relegated, whatever it is, blah, blah, blah. Once they're in Europe, it's a different Juve.
Yeah. I feel like Newcastle have a better chance of going far because they've got the money. They're probably the richest club in the world.
Yeah, they are. By far, I think by far, but they can't spend the money yet.
Yeah.
Well, they can't spend the money at all. They've got to spend it in increments.
So like this Forest, just get Europa. Like that should be the entry. Right. Start there, work way up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Chelsea, let me down. You know, they're letting me down. Because easy wins are not easy no more.
Well, honestly,
you can't say that to him. He supports Chelsea.
No, but I get it.
Yeah,
they're letting me down.
Ooh.
But I still support. It's still here. It's still on the chest.
I never Chelsea got how you lot watch football every day. How do you do it?
Do you know what I've always wondered? What like women do?
Thank you.
So like what's
hobbies?
your passion? Yeah, like what do you like doing?
What's your go-to?
I have my own thing. I have anime. I watch anime every week.
I'm gonna give you anime. Yeah, what anime?
One Piece.
I'm gonna give you a boxing anime.
Ooh, go on.
It's Hajime no Ippo.
I've heard of that, you know.
It's good, you know.
Ooh, there's a football one, you know. I should have got you onto that. The football one.
What's it called?
Oh, Blue Lock or something like that. I can't remember what it's called, but I'll find it. But it's a football anime. You'd actually be good to watch that.
Football. Like I kind of half rock with anime a little bit, but it's a little bit childish. But I get it.
No. Don't do that. Well, listen. Hold on. Because I'm gonna get really angry now because
I agree with you. I feel like anime is like
you're watching cartoons. Let's just
it's
be
Cartoon Network for adults.
No,
it is.
Anime is listen. It's
how you not past that stage yet? I went from Nickelodeon to Disney Channel. I'm in the Disney Channel.
They went sideways.
They went sideways. Yeah,
Japanese.
Going backwards.
Hear me out. Yeah, you see with anime because you guys see cartoons, you think it's for kids.
Yeah.
Do you get it? But you shouldn't judge a book by its cover because realistically, the anime that I watch, for example, One Piece.
Yeah.
Yo,
that is the best.
That shit is scary. It touches on poverty. It touches on world government, like being corrupted, just everything. Like what else? child labor, slavery. It touches on so many like
It's
dark.
10 minutes.
No way.
No, One Piece is like 1,100
that's
episodes. I've been
okay.
watching that since I was 12. Yeah.
One Piece is serious though. I've heard about one. There's bear.
But you can watch it now to make it a bit quicker. You can watch One Piece.
What's that?
So it's basically One Piece, but they've cut all of the slow shit that
you-
you don't really need to see to get to the actual story.
That is cold, by the way. To call it One Piece as well.
Yeah,
is
yeah.
cold.
I know. Listen, what One Piece has got Gucci collaborations. They got NBA.
No, I know it's big drip. I know
it's
it is big drip.
Okay.
So don't
What's
talk
that?
down on it, man.
What's that?
Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is?
It hurts
Because
my
you tried
soul.
to attack us on football, I had to get me. Like,
You're
I'm not gonna
petty.
let you. Just
You're
get,
petty, innit?
I'm super petty.
What's the most pettiest thing? Oh, sorry, go on.
You
What
answer this
question?
question.
What question?
Us men, we watch football. What's like the female universal when they all watch together?
I don't know. Like I said this before, innit? But somebody went in the comment like, "Oh, not her cussing out other women to get on top." No, it's just I'm not like other women. Other women think about makeup and shit. I don't think about that.
So what do you think about?
I think about anime,
Okay, that's cold.
and I think about movies and TV shows.
I'll give you that.
But football's like live. You should do that, man.
Gee, one
Live sport.
bro.
I watch it when it's like
A big game. Champions League final.
no, I watch it when
World
it's
Cup final.
World Cup, Euro. Are you guys
before
gonna
years,
watch
every 2 years.
the Jamaica, Nigeria? What's that thing that's
Yeah,
coming
Unity
up?
Cup.
Nation, yeah,
Are you guys gonna watch it?
I'm half-hearted about it. If it comes on, do you know what I mean?
But it's gonna be epic though if you think about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Think about all of the different ethnicities that live in London. There's a lot of Jamaicans. There's a lot of Nigerians.
It's good for the
I think
culture
it's
of
gonna be
London.
No, it's good for the culture, but it's just a 4-team tournament, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's gonna be even bigger than you see that other thing that they're doing recently. What is it called? Where they're doing it like PK Humble's done it.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
You
Baller
know what I'm
League.
talking
Yeah,
Baller League, yeah. So I think it's gonna be like Baller League, that nostalgia, but bigger.
No, it's actually 11-a-side football, no?
Yeah, the proper
So
match.
it's like,
No, I'm talking about the countries
The
that are
feeling,
playing.
the coverage.
yeah.
No, the countries that are playing.
The thing is, the countries that are playing,
All the
they're
leagues
all-
every week though. This Unity Cup's over in a weekend, I'm sure.
yeah, and the thing is,
You're not getting
the
it.
team,
Yeah,
the team
yeah,
that are playing it, are not a strong team. It's not like
Yeah, exactly.
France.
Yeah,
not
yeah.
like Six Nations,
Yeah.
for rugby.
Yeah.
It's not like for football.
Exactly.
It's actually like Jamaica, Trinidad, Nigeria, Ghana. Yeah,
From when Trinidad had the team as well, I knew this is up in the air.
Yeah. Really?
I've never seen Trinidad. In
No,
fact,
no.
no. They've had a couple. Cameron Jones, top baller.
one.
Cameron Jones, yeah, but they can't play him. He's around 50.
But I think
Yeah.
you lot are thinking too deeply into who's actually playing it. Like, if it's not big players, you don't care.
Yeah.
No,
It's good for the culture.
No, it's good. It is
It's
good
good
for the
Yeah,
culture.
that's what I
It's only good for the
mean.
culture. It's not good like
Yeah, it's not
I can't
good
wait
for-
to
yeah.
watch it. It won't be that amazing football. Do you know what I mean? Like one of my friends is so lucky.
How do
yeah,
you know that though?
because of the depth of like.
We've got a big enough sample size.
Yeah.
to see.
Fair enough. Go on.
You know, one of my friends, her first ever football match was the World Cup final, France against Argentina. That was her very first football match she watched.
Yeah.
I suggested, you know how lucky you are to at your very first match, not Prem game.
See an Mbappe
not-
hat trick.
That's once in a lifetime. That won't happen again next year.
no.
That was like, it happens once in a lifetime. And you can't, people say, oh yeah, they scripted it for Messi to win the World Cup. You can't script that.
You can't script.
You actually can't script that.
Impossible.
So you don't believe that football, like they script it a little bit, like who's gonna win?
Fixed
How?
it. Fixed
Fix.
it.
Sorry.
You can. There's a
Yeah.
certain degree of match fixing, but it's not match fixing. There's like somebody who's betting on themselves to get sent off, and that should influence the match. But it's not like a thing where all 22 players get in the thing and just like, we've got to make sure you win 2-1 today.
So you don't think, you see with football, yeah, realistically, they're making money off of you guys watching it and consuming the sport,
Yeah.
right? So you don't think the higher ups, whoever owns these people, the CEOs and stuff like that, you don't think they sit down and they're like, you know what, this season, we're gonna fuck with everyone, you're gonna win.
No.
Fixing literally
You
the
can't
whole
because
match.
it'd
You don't
be
think
too
so?
obvious. You
How?
can't.
How would you do that?
They sit down and they have a conversation about
Yeah, and
it.
then how do they tell all
They
the
put
players?
money in
You
it.
think that wouldn't just trickle down? Do you think everyone would know? For it to be like that,
The players,
everyone
the
involved would
players
have to
might know.
It's not wrestling.
But you
It's
lot
not
might
One Piece.
know.
This is
Yeah.
not One. This sounds like a One Piece story.
But if you talk match fixing, yeah, the biggest match fixing we all saw was Chelsea Barcelona.
How do you know it was a fix?
Well, it came out afterwards that Barcelona were paying referees to any close decisions. So that's how you can corrupt a game. You can't fix it so that they are definitely winning. But you can get an individual and corrupting money, like number one corrupter in the world. That's how you get it.
And plus, they didn't want two English teams going back to back in the final again, because we were in the final. We played in 2008. We're going to play in 2009, but they kind of fixed their match so they can play us in the final.
Okay.
And that wasn't a fixing from the FA or whoever was involved. That was a club directly going to a referee.
Okay.
And two referees in general.
And paying them off.
And paying them off. And the thing is, once you do that, yes, the club is accountable, but so is that individual. So neither of you can talk. Basically. And that's why it doesn't come out for 10 years and 15 years and all this crap.
All right, let me ask you a question. Who do you support?
Man United.
Who do you support?
Chelsea.
When have they ever won the cup?
They don't.
With that being said, it's been a great episode of Could Be True podcast with my co-host Naz.
What star sign are you?
Sorry, I'm just smiling because I got them vexed. What do you say? Sorry, go on.
What star sign are you?
Oh, we're asking star signs.
Yeah, I'm
men
asking.
never ask that.
Nah, the clever ones do.
Oh, men never ask that. Because when we ask you, like, judge, what? Go on, guess.
No, I'm just based off that last thing there.
I just like fucking with people.
Yeah, so
It's fun. I'm a Virgo.
Of course you're a Virgo.
But my moon is Gemini.
What does that mean?
Makes sense.
What's yours? He's a Virgo.
I'm a Virgo. What's my moon then?
I don't know what your moon is. You're going to have to find that out.
Okay, with that being said,
What's
I'll find
yours?
out next. Okay.
I don't know what mine is.
I bet I could guess it, but we'll do that
Can't
after.
guess it. I'll tell you if you get it right.
Can I get 3 guesses?
That's you've got 25% chance of winning already off the top.
Okay, wait. Do the goodbye things.
Outro.
Yeah, the outro. Yeah.
With that being said, guys, it's been another amazing episode of Could Be True podcast with my co-host Naz. And we're not only done.
Come on,
Bro, appreciate that, brother.
Nah, it's been lit. It's been lit. Hey.
Till next time, guys. Yeah, take care.
Okay, guys. For the next 2 minutes, I'm gonna guess Dan's star sign. Do you want to help me?
I don't know the star signs.
There's only 12.
You don't know any.
Capricorn.
There's like 12.
Cancer.
No.
Okay, we've got one more left now.
Okay. Can I ask you
You
questions?
just wasted 2 big ones.
We've got one more.
Can I ask you questions?
Go on.
What's your mentality on payback?
Yeah, I'm evil. Yeah,
What do you mean either way?
I'm evil. I'm on getting my payback.
Okay. Are you petty?
Yeah.
Do you have a big ego? As in, like, if somebody does you wrong, you're like, who the fuck do you think you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
This sounds like loads of people though, no?
Are you quite emotional?
No.
Are you more logical?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. I have 2 in my head already. You're either are you flashy, or do you like to be more like humble in the background, just chilled?
Both.
But you're more humble, chilled in the background, but then if you have to be flashy, you go there.
Yeah.
Rather than just being flashy all the time.
If I want to be if I want to be the guy today, or like the life of the party, then I can do that.
Okay, all right. I think I got it. Are you a Gemini?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I got it.
That's sick. That's sick.
She's cold.
I googled it. I googled it.
Did you?
You'll never know.